During my video assessment for Scream 6, one of the major criticisms I had about the movie actually stemmed towards the killers and their motive. Since the movie was released, Radio Silence have actually been sharing a lot of behind the scenes details about the movie. One specific detail actually relates to the killers, their motive, and what the original plans for the movie were. It's no secret from my perspective that I felt disappointed with the killers in Scream 6. It wasn't just their motive, but the performance from the actors under the Ghostface mask also. The main reason I didn't enjoy these characters was actually due to the lack of intimidation factor they gave off in the final act. It highlighted to me how having more than 2 killers may not actually work, as it clutters up the final act when you're attempting to deal with so many different characters at once. The killers being Richie's family was actually something that I didn't mind, as I believe Scream 6 did actually elevate Richie's role in Scream 2022 significantly. The way his family spoke about his backstory, the way the shrine was actually something Richie collected, all but increased my respect for him as a killer. Something that was much less upon my first watch of Scream 2022. Radio Silence have recently revealed in an interview with Cinema Blend that the original motive for the killers was actually somewhat different in the original draft.
Well, we now have to follow up on what you guys just told us and ask who were the original killers and what were the original motives.
It was pretty much what's in the movie pre finding out that it's Richie's family. It was that their whole alibi was basically the motive, right? Does that?
Yeah, it was like
it's been a while, but
sort of a vigilante, kind of justice. Yeah, based off of a rumor that started online.
Got it.
So, the takeaway from this clip is that the killers in the original draft were originally going to be running off the assumption that Sam was the killer from Woodsboro the year before. The addition of the characters being Richie's family wasn't actually there, and was added later on. Instead, these killers were going to be targeting Sam based off false rumours that were spreading online. They simply were going to try and get revenge on Sam just because they could. If this went ahead, the movie would have shed light on how dangerous false rumours can be, as it's easy to believe someone who is spreading hate and run on that fact without actually having evidence to back it up. This is something that many people can relate to, especially if you're operating on a public platform. One of the reasons this still wouldn't have fixed the killers for me is because whilst it works in theory, I believe making the characters Richie's family added a layer of determination to them. I understand how they'd want to showcase the effects of rumours and the damage they can cause, but I honestly felt they did that justice in the movie. If these killers had run off the fact that Sam was the killer and they wanted revenge because of it, I'm not sure it would have enhanced the final act for me personally, despite the actual motive being very Mrs. Loomis from a certain regard. This information actually highlights some interesting questions. If the killer's motive wasn't related to Richie, how did the shrine originally fit into the movie? Why was it there? How was Sydney going to be incorporated into this motive? I have so many questions about the original draft of the movie. If this movie existed without Richie's presence at all, what aspects were changed? Did they make more sense on screen? I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. A huge shout out to Critical Overlord for bringing this video to my attention. Thanks so much for watching, and look out for more great Scream videos on the way.